I'm thinking if we have 4 players, I can defend for everybody. So like I think I want it to be kind of like a draw their fire combo, potentially with like, ping damage. Honestly, change of fortune in here. Just like if I have like not Dauntless. If I have electrostatic and I'm defending for everybody, that works out well. Falcon is so good in justice. Cycle it. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, protect, draw their fire. Yep. Yeah. So the idea behind the deck that I want to build is potentially defending for the entire table every round and seeing how we can do that. And we can do that with draw their fire and practice plan. Electrostatic plus draw fire. Yeah. So I think it's really important to have electrostatic armor in here. Um, I think it's important to have. You know what? We're gonna bring out energy barriers. I don't know if we're actually gonna be putting them in there, but the energy barriers can also help with a change of fortune. So let's go ahead and grab change of fortune. Because as we're pinging damage, we might as well get some card draw. And I think if there's 4 players, there's a decent chance that there's going to be a minion out and a minion that can be set up for us to electrostatic armor or energy barrier. Okay. We want an armored vest. We want to get that defense as high as possible. So that would put him at 4 with the microweave. Specialized training. I would say specialized training. It's also like kind of a support deck. So specialized training can help with everybody else. You said energy shield attached to a character. When the attached character would take any amount of damage, spend X resources and prevent X of that damage. That could be really fun to. So that could be really fun for allies. Fun question: Who pays the who pays the energy? Do I pay the energy or do they pay the energy? If I put it on someone else's ally or their hero, I think they do. We would take defensive specialist here. Hey, Dill, thank you so very much for the subscription. 6 months, thank you. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing fantastic. So Falcon, potential energy barriers. Got the electrostatic armor, armored vest, defensive specialist. So that's going to put us at 2, 4, 5. And then change of fortune to hit with either the energy barrier, electrostatic, or the microwave. Then draw their fire is like defending every round. Protection player throws out specialized training. Okay, justice player, you got this. I really want +1 defense. Yeah, I have found that specialized training in 4-player is very good. I mean, 20 threat is a lot, but typically, like, if you can chip away with it, and since you can have 2-player side schemes out, like, it doesn't, like, slow the pace of any other player side schemes coming out. But because it's +1 defense, it's also +1 attack, +4 hit points, and +1 thwart for everybody, and it's 4 Avengers Mansions. Yeah. So it's like 20 threat is a lot. However, if you can hit it so that you can if you can clear it and everyone gets their 4 card draws, it ramps up really quickly. Woo, Gen Con. Thank you, Leroy. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you can clear it early, yeah, 100%. Maybe Cannonball, Cosmos, Jocasta, and Nick Fury. Ever vigilant, desperate defense, never back down. Yeah. 3 copies of practice plan. I think I like practice plan in here because that's going to be able to recur, draw their fire. We got 3 copies of practice plan. So we can proc draw their fire multiple times. White Widow. Ooh. Aerial evac. Yeah. Okay, cool. Sick. I'm glad someone else was thinking it too. I wanted to talk about aerial evacuation. Because that's a card I do not play. That's not what I was thinking. I was thinking height advantage. What is you'd run Defiance? That could be good. Oh, aerial evac is his card. I got it. Yeah. Practice plan to recur aerial evac and draw their fire. Yep. Yeah. I think height advantage could be kind of interesting. While your identity has the aerial trait, reduce the amount of damage you take from each enemy attack by 1. So if I'm defending for everybody, though, if I have 5 defense, I don't know how frequently I'm going to need that. Especially, I think it takes up the same slot that energy barrier does, and I think I'd rather have energy barrier. Angel's Area is fantastic. Good shout there. Yep, definitely like Angel's Area there. What does White Widow do again? I forgot. After you resolve the ability of a prep card, heal damage from White Widow equal to that card's printed resource cost. That's fascinating. Huh. Did we ever see how stuff like that upgrade is going to work in massive multiplayer? I assume it counts your group. Because the massive multiplayer symbol is like 3 icons of the players. Yeah, just by retaliate, energy barrier, and the microwave, I think is how we're going to trigger change of fortune. I think the idea, because it's a multiplayer deck, we don't have to have all the damage. But if we are defending for against all the minions, we can ideally have someone set it up so that they can put 1 health, leave a health on a minion. Yeah, but draw their fire would heal White Widow. I like White Widow a lot. I'm trying to figure out if White Widow works in the multiplayer deck. And then we had Indomitable. Well, we definitely went Unflappable. That's a key card for us. Go all in on preps and add ready for a fight, which works well with draw there. Ooh, okay, I like that. I really like that. Really, really like that. I also, someone mentioned Sinclair. I forgot who said that, but I do like Sinclair for multiplayer. Let's go ahead and grab her while we're here. And then we said mission leader Maria Hill should just trigger for. I would love that. That'd be amazing. Everybody, we drew 100 cards off playing this 2-cost ally. That'd be so nice. Get ready for a fight. Right now, let's just count cards and see where we're at. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, nope, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we have 10 more card slots. I think it's probably worth keeping it at the minimum. Everyone draw. I would, yes, that'd be amazing. We go 2 ready for fights or 1? Oh, resources, yeah. Okay. Here's my spicy question for now. Let's actually go theme here. My question for allies. What do we think? Where's my There we go. What about multiple man? If I'm here to defend for everybody, multiple man, great way to do that. Power of flight times 3. Don't have many fists for ready for a fight. That's true. Do we go Quinn Carrier? Do we take the Quinn Carrier away from the table? Don't think you need ready for a fight as much in multiplayer. That's fair. We could go Iceman. I think Iceman is a really solid multiplayer ally. I don't think I can play espionage, unfortunately, because I think you have to be a spy to do it. Ready for a fight is for other players to flip down. Genius. Just see where we're at. The one with Iron Man on it, Dauntless. I think there's a world in let's try it. I think there's a world that I don't have any damage on me, especially once I have Angel's Airy out there. I don't think Dauntless is going to trigger immediately. I think we're going to start taking some decent damage, but I could see it being good. Do we think we need Power of Flight? I'm not adding any flight cards or aerial cards. It would help withdraw their fire a lot though. I think I need some resources. I think I like Avengers Mansion in multiplayer. Can't see it. I like Avengers Mansion there. Do we like Quinn Carrier or Helicarrier? Or both? I like Helicarrier because you can pass it in multiplayer. Aerial allies and then aerial intervention. Is that the exhaust? When a character would take any amount of damage, exhaust aerial prevents up to 3 of that damage. Interesting. That's cool. Where are we at? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 3. We're at 23 cards. It is a double resource for a lot of my cards. It's a double resource for... Let's count it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's a double resource for 8 cards. Power of Flight 4, draw their fire. That makes a lot of sense. And also Red Wing, because Power of Flight, if we are spamming Red Wing, then Power of Flight makes a lot of sense. I like multi and Helicarrier, and solo I do like Quinn Carrier. He may be the only... Yeah, I may be the only Avenger. Usually what I'll do is if someone needs the Quinn Carrier, then I'll just say the Quinn Carrier in my deck is a Helicarrier. We got 2 Power of Flights. That puts us at 40. So if we wanted to run minimum, that is it. We said anticipated attack. What was anticipated attack? Is that the one where you... Nope, that's... I was thinking anticipation. Anticipated attack is the... There's a side scheme in the victory display. When an enemy initiates an attack, give your hero a tough status card. I like it. I don't... Do I need toughs? Go Green Ranger. I don't think it will be spamming Red Wing. It will be spamming Draw Their Fire. That's true. That's true as well, right? Like, because Practice Plan effectively is 3 more copies of Draw Their Fire, which puts me at 11. With Red Wing, yeah. I like Power Flight. Power Flight's in there. Yeah. TBE. Team building exercise, yeah, good call. It allows you to defend while exhausted. I don't know if I'll be exhausted though, because Draw Their Fire, it's going to keep me unexhausted. The idea is it's going to keep me unexhausted. I guess there probably could be things that exhaust me, which could really, really mess some stuff up. That's a good point. TBE. If you are going to run power flights, I cut the energy barriers and run ever vigilant. I don't think I want to go. I think I could go down to 1 energy barrier. I think I want to keep at least 1. Because with the energy barrier and the microwave, that gives me enough to prevent a lot of damage. And I want to try and make sure that I'm preventing the damage so that I can keep Dauntless afloat. Angel's Aries feels the same need as energy barrier. Okay. I do. I guess like. Oh, okay. So. Ever Vigilant also allows me to use battlefield awareness more, because if I don't, I don't probably need battlefield awareness for the defense once I'm fully set up. So an Ever Vigilant would allow me to ready and use that for something. Let's grab 2 Ever Vigilants. Dauntless isn't going to last if you're defending 3 and 4 times per turn. I think it could. Right? Because we're going to be defending for 5. And we're playing standard, I assume. So I think there's a very good chance that it could. What is Loki's attack? Does anyone remember what Loki's attack is from the new scenario coming up? He has multiple. He gets up to 3. So if he hits a 3 boost, it would pop the microwave. Basic recover and use soup kitchen. Ooh, I like that. Yeah. Yep. I guess I have Angel's Airy. So how often does Angel's Airy and soup kitchen fill the same role? I like soup kitchen though. And Sinclair. Well, Sinclair is there for other people. Yeah. Angel's Area is free. Soup Kitchen gives you +2. Yeah, they're both good. I think I like Angel's Area. I don't know. I think I'll get Soup Kitchen, but I don't think it's a first deck pass play. Downtime. I think Angel's Area is going to do all the healing we need. You think downtime? I don't think I'm ever recovering. I would not be surprised if I played this deck 5 times if I recover 1 time total. I think I'd rather have endurance as well, Leroy. Because Angel's Airy, if I'm defending 5 times a turn, it takes 2 turns for me to heal to full. Yeah. Redundancy on healing is probably a good thing since you'll be table defending, but also trying to keep health full. Yeah. I think I like endurance to keep Dauntless online. I think downtime works better in lower player count Angel decks. Or Falcon decks. But I think Angel's Airy, once I get Draw Their Fire, if there's like... If every player has a minion and I defend against the villain attacks, then I heal to full. Let's grab endurance. Where's my phone? I want to look and see what the attack for Loki is. Trickster Takeover from Fantasy Flight. 1 attack. Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 1. So maximum 2. Symbiote Suit is not a bad shout here. I'm not gonna lie. Symbiote Suit could do some work. I would kind of love it. Ooh, Leroy. I don't know. I think Ready for a Fight is there for other players, right? So when an enemy would scheme, discard this, then the enemy attacks you instead. So it allows other players to flip down to Alter Ego and prevent schemes. So I don't know how frequently. Maybe I will be triggering the Ready for a Fights, but my guess is, my hope, I think, is that we will go to Alter Ego maybe one time in a game. You have to remove all the counters. Yeah. Symbiote Symbiote Suit. I I so okay, when people play Symbiote Suit and like everyone's like, "Oh, dang, like what?" I don't, in 4 players, I don't think Symbiote Suit's a bad card to play at all. And it also keeps, I don't know. I may just play Symbiote Suit. Oh, you think that the encounter cards in Loki's deck are bad? You like Airy better than Sinclair? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be using Sinclair. I think Sinclair is out there for other players to use to remove the statuses and then heal. 4x Symbiote. Let's go, Darth Raven. I love it. Negates a scheme without any drawback. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love that, Skelly. I don't. I was that you who said that initially. I think that's a just fascinating shout. Bigger issue is you don't have the econ to really afford it. I don't have the econ to really afford Symbiote. Is there any way that I can recur draw their fire outside of practice plan? It's a turn full of money. So right. Superpower training is amazing. Great shout there because it can pull draw their fire even late game. I'm gonna 100% grab that. Good shout. Good shout on the superpower training. It's just bad vibes. As new players show up to Gen Con, they get walloped if you don't bring it down. That's fair. Um, Also, I think I fixed my camera issue. Like, I was having the issue where the cameras were freezing every like 40 minutes. I think I fixed it. Also, superpower training is just really good. Okay. We're only at 2 allies, which is not horrible. But I could run like a Nick or somebody. But let's count cards real quick. We're using NDI can. No, I was using it's an Elgato Camlink, but I upgraded my motherboard and I was putting it into a USB 3.0 slot, and I think that the bandwidth of the camera was overloading the 3.0, and so I switched it to a 5 GB um a 5 GB port in the back. I just had to get longer cables. Nick Cannonball and Starhawk are my favorites. All the basic side schemes and such a good idea. Tutors are always rad. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's look at the deck real quick. Wondering if Change of Fortune plus Dauntless is too much here. Would be amazing if you can get it to work. I think it's also like the microwave, the energy barrier, and the electrostatic. Because I'm always defending minions as well. I'm hoping that it's. I think it's a nice to have, and it helps me pay for Draw Their Fire again. Yeah, ping 1. Especially if leadership is drawing. Yep, that's true. Yep, I mean there's potentially support for other players as well. From other players, I should say. Sorry. Camlink only supports 4K 30. Yeah. It only supports 4K 30, which is what I'm inputting. I think like the Pro does 60, but my camera doesn't go to 4K 60, so we're fine. Nah, it's microwave. Come on, it's definitely a microwave. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8. So 43 cards. That's not bad. I think there's room. We're saying no Symbiotsu just to be nice. I think I have the Quinn Carrier. I think that's where that comes from. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Yeah. Should I go build support? Should I throw in a build support as well? We also can always, if we keep Red Wing around, we can always pop Red Wing to use it for ready for a fight if we needed to. Is it bad to have 2 build supports? Having extra resource rocks is always good. Yeah. And it's like, so I have minimum 3 target. I have 4 targets, I think 5 targets, 6 targets for build support. What about the protection size games? Manifold. Ah, that'd be sick. Protection size names: Establish Perimeter, Stun and Confuse. Establish Perimeter probably is decent to bring. 2 superpower trainings is really good. Build supports can be cut if other people are running it. Yeah. Like if another player has a superpower training, it'd be good. Establish Perimeter. That's 45. I don't know how much more I want to go over 45 just because I want the consistency of hitting Draw Their Fire. Most of the cards are on the table, and so I think like late game, I will be able to hit Draw Their Fire pretty much every turn. Yeah, Sunfire in every aggression deck for 4-player, 100%. We could go with another Ready for a Fight. 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We're at 46 right now. What do I do when I don't have Draw Their Fire? I think I'm building, right? I think this is a late game deck, right? So I think the idea behind the deck is not requiring players to sink resources into helping themselves. And so when they do that, if they can do those resources, let me build, and then they just run after it. I am not counting Defense Specialist when I counted the cards, yeah. I have 46. I don't like only running Iceman. I'm gonna get Nick. That gives me 3 allies. Am I cutting out cards? Do I need an energy barrier? If I have the microwave? Play through Sinister Motives. Aggression player forgot to include Sunfire. No. How are my cards organized to find everything? I have a binder, which I've sorted them into aspect cards based on allies, resource, and then by cost. And then I put 1 copy of each card in the binder, and then over here in a box I have all the cards sorted into alphabetical order. So if like I needed to find endurance, I can just go in here and grab like all my E cards, so I can just find them there. You're only bringing 1, yeah. I'm bringing this and some Star Wars decks. I like it, James. Yeah. I could cut out the helicarrier. I don't know if I need the helicarrier. I think I'm gonna sideboard energy barrier and figure out how I feel, because I think energy barrier works against most. I don't think I need an energy barrier against Loki. I think his maximum attack in stage 1 is 2. So it's probably 3 in stage 3, plus a boost card would be 6, and the microwave can help me there, right? So 2, 3, microwave is 4, 5, microwave ping is 6. Energy barrier, dauntless, and endurance are kind of a package. But does energy barrier and the microwave occupy the same spot? Like the refrigerator card. Hopefully soon. Right, so the microwave. Cosmo's interesting. It does act as a second copy of the microwave. I'm just kind of curious if we need it. Like, do we? I think if we are playing expert, or if we're playing something that is not standard Loki, yes, we would. But since we're playing, I assume standard Trickster Takeover, the highest attack value in stage 1 is 2. The air fryer, that'd be amazing. Yes. Reminds me of like Zax, or like a shock in the air. I can keep it. I can keep energy barrier. I mean, worst case scenario, like it thins the deck. I'm looking for acceleration at the beginning of the game to get the key components out. I didn't add Cannonball. Do we want to add Cannonball? I don't know if Cannonball is this deck's. Like, I don't know if Cannonball works, because I think any ally that I play, I'm chumping with that turn, unless it has an ongoing effect. Cannonball is really good here. Do you think it's worth adding Cannonball for 2 thwart a turn in a 4-player game? I don't know if it is. I think I'd rather have an ally that is cheaper and can block, because I think that's the role that I'm filling. I don't think I'm really filling like I can add 2 thwart everywhere on. Ever Vigilant can do that if need be. I also have Battlefield Awareness, so that may also mean that I don't need the energy barrier. But I like to have a multi-gun as Falcon. Potentially. Probably cut established perimeter. Yeah, that's fair because I'm not. Yeah, the times that I'm not defending, they should have enough health to figure it out. Cannonball is effectively a multi-gun. True. I don't, but like also in like 4-player, I don't. How effective is multi-gun? Only 8 aerial cards in your deck, if I remember correctly. You need 2 of them in your hand so Cannonball doesn't take damage. Yeah, I think I would rather have Vivian. Vivian is an interesting idea. We are recurring draw their fire. That's true. So there's always like one around. That's true. Huh. I don't think I ever really thought about that interaction of being able to pop. We talked about Cosmo. What about Vivian? 4-player, I think Vivian's gonna hit 2-cost aerial card and throw her in block. Blank something. I think Vivian goes in this deck. For this scenario specifically. I don't like if I was building a deck for like not necessarily 4-player, but Vivian's really solid. What else did we say? We said Cosmo? We have multiple Cosmos. 1x Power of Flight. I'm playing this as we build. There are times where I just needed the extra resource. 1 more Power of Flight or cut a Power of Flight? Vivian is such a good card, yeah. Storm? No, Storm doesn't. Go Angel? No, I don't want to pay. I'm looking at aerial cards. Go Rogue. No, Rogue's too expensive for what I'm trying to do. Starhawk? Starhawk, I think, is interesting. Do I really need Iceman? I would say no. Good question. Iceman doesn't work with Change of Fortune. Go 3 Powers of Flights. Jocasta for up and away. Up and away is good. Yeah, I think like Iceman is really good in 4-player, but since we have Draw Their Fire, it's the same space, right? So I like the question, and I do think that Iceman. I'm gonna put all my potential allies up here. I think Nick is hard not to put into the deck. I think I like Vivian. I think I like Starhawk, mainly because these 2 can be played with 1 Power of Flight. Do you like Cannonball? I don't know. Like, I like the idea of Cannonball, but like, I think Starhawk is pretty consistently worse than Cannonball. But he costs one less. I think that's the important part, right? So it's just a block. But also once I get it set up, Starhawk is always coming back to my hand. So in that sense, Starhawk and Cannonball work really well together. Especially it's a call for backup for Nick. I'm at least gonna bring Cannonball along. I think it may be a game day decision, depending on the makeup of if Cannonball goes in the deck. I think Iceman. I think I'm on team cut Iceman. Cosmo had an attachment or something. I think that could be nice. What are we at? 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6, 7. We're at 47. Which is pretty hefty. I don't know if I need Cosmo. I think it's Cosmo or Cannonball. I think I'm gonna go Cannonball probably over Cosmo. I do like the might as well go to 50 now, right? 50 plus a 10 card sideboard. Let's go. The nice thing is you got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 of the cards are on the table. So, like, if we're at 47, our deck is going to be 30, which is still a decent bit. $18. 29 cards in the rotating deck, with Starhawk and Cannonball kind of being out of it as well. 26. Yeah, the 3 cards that go to victory. So I think we're looking at like a once we're fully built out, a rotating 26 card deck, which is probably good enough to hit Draw Their Fire every turn. You cut Starhawk and Cannonball? Just go 2 allies? I'm down. See you, man. Thank you. Oh, Red Wing as the blocker. Yep. I forgot about Red Wing. Melinda may seem too costly. Who's Melinda? Gambit seems... Oh, Gambit is a really good and interesting shout and talking. That's cool. Melinda May? Yeah. Yep, just steal the 3 icon boost card. Yeah. If you had 4 hands per cycle, you'd probably have 1 handish per cycle where you don't have Draw Their Fire. And if I have 1 hand where I don't have it, I have 5 hands where I don't have it because I miss it on the deck, right? That's the scary part. And so, like, I think if I don't have a practice plan, I don't proc Draw Their Fire unless I'm about to immediately reshuffle or something like that. It gets really interesting when you proc Draw Their Fire and if you have the practice plan or not. I think I really like this deck though. Do we go 1 more ready for a fight or no? I don't think so. Oh, Melinda lets you cycle the top card. I gotcha. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 5. Yeah, so this is 45 cards. I like it at 45. Feels really consistent. Blade as a blocker. I think I would rather put in Starhawk. Brother Voodoo grabs an event. Not 100% sure if I need the events. I think Sinclair also easily covers for people you can't. That's true. That's very true. Like I have things in here that help people if I can't block for them. Yeah, Red Wing too. Yeah. Ready to Rumble seems to be clunky. I don't think I'm going to be flipping. That's the thing. Like, I think the goal is to go down 1 time. Once I'm built out, I have enough counters on Angel's Area to put me to full health. That's when I flip down. And then I heal to full. then I never go back down. So I think Ready to Rumble. Ideally, I wouldn't need Ready to Rumble. I like cutting it down to because then also we can just spam Vivian more frequently. I think I like that. I know I like that. Get aerial evac. Oh, true. I do have aerial evac. Soaring acrobatics. Yeah, you're fly. That's good call. Good call. What about do we like soaring acrobatics in the deck? Do we need soaring acrobatics in the deck, or is that overkill? I mean, we'll be ready going in, so we can hit a battlefield awareness, soaring acrobatics. We can thwart as well. No points in soaring. Everyone, yeah, because I don't think I would use it for defense. I think in an expert game, if I'm playing like Ronin or something, maybe not Ronin because I don't know if I'd have time to set it up. But if I'm playing Magneto or somebody, I think soaring does go in there. It would be a bit extra defense, but I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna need the defense. I think that's my main thing, right? Because the most we're gonna get hit for is 5, potentially 6 if a stage 2 Loki has a 3 attack. It would take the place of Energy Barrier, and I think I like Energy Barrier better because of Change of Fortune. Yeah, and I think soaring, instead of adding defense, I think soaring would probably add to my basic activation during my turn. Clearing a 3 thwart scheme. Be nice. I'm hoping that there's a Justice player that helps with that, though. I think I like 45. I think I like where it's at. If I was playing with people I knew, I'd probably go Symbiote Suit. And then we would just never have an issue. It could get down to 3, though. I think I'm liking where we're landing. I think the more that I'm looking at it, I'm not seeing many gaps. There may be a little bloat in the deck, but I also don't know if that's going to be an issue. Do we need team building exercise? Team building exercise is good. Okay, so Draw Their Fire right now. Once we have TBE and Quinn Carrier on the table, Draw Their Fire is only 2 cards from hand. So we'd still have 3. So we don't really want 3 cost cards, which we're fine. We also have Power of Flights. I think we're good. I think we're fine. Yeah, and Flock, yeah. Oh yeah, Flock is in there too. So I think Draw Their Fire is very playable at 4. Especially once we're set up. Also, we have a Mansion. I think the idea is kind of give out Mansion though. I'm hoping to pass that out to the table, but I'm liking what we're seeing here. I think this is good. It will also have more than 3. Nice. Sweet. Okay. I'm excited. Not if the Justice player is good. Yeah, I'm excited to see how it goes. I'm pumped to do it. Depending on how Gen Con is going, I'm hoping to be able to do kind of like a short, quick review, like in the form of a short. Right after I play it, I'm bringing my equipment to do kind of that type of video. So I'm hoping to be able to get a first impressions of Trickster Takeover, which should ideally be out on Thursday. Again, Gen Con, all of a sudden you blink, you've been in 400 meetings and it's Wednesday of the next week. So my plan is to have that review out, and then I'm excited to see how the deck goes. I'm really pumped to see Falcon in 4-player. I don't think you can give Mansion to people, just draw them cards. I think like initially I'm taking it myself, but like ideally, right? I'm going into the hero phase +3 cards, +4 cards if I recur Draw Their Fire, right? If I can Change of Fortune and Unflappable, that's +3 cards. So I'm pumped. I'm excited. So if you're gonna be at Gen Con, let me know. Let's hang out. Let's if you're playing on Thursday, let me know. Let's see if we can get a table. But yeah, looking forward to seeing anyone that will be at Gen Con. If you're not going to be at Gen Con, hope you just have a fantastic week. Oh, Mansion says choose a player and have them draw a card. Sorry. Yeah. So Avengers Mansion, Exhaust Mansion, choose a player. That player draws a card. So you can choose somebody else. You don't play it under them. You can just say you can draw a card. Yeah. But yeah, if you're gonna be at Gen Con, hope you have safe travels there. Hope you enjoy Gen Con. And then if you are at or if you're not at Gen Con, hope you have a fantastic week. I think I will be back. My goal is to be back streaming on Tuesday. We'll see how tired I am. So, yep, appreciate it. Thank you all for hanging out and watching the deck build. I had a lot of fun collaboratively deck building with y'all. That was a good time for me. So hope you all enjoyed it as well. But see you around and potentially see you at Gen Con. Peace.